Hey guys, I need to tell you something. It's about silence. And if you in a season of transition, healing, or growth, this episode is for you.
Media mogul and the legend agent to the biggest names in international cricket. This is Basia TV Podcast with Basia Powell. This episode is brought to you by 124 Nut Out Sports Agency. Welcome to the next level.
Hey guys, welcome back. I am in my silence season. And let me tell you, silence is powerful. As I became a woman of a particular age, I realized something important. I don't need to speak as much as I used to. I don't need to share every thought, every idea, every plan that crosses my mind. Yeah, I started becoming deeply attracted to peace and purpose. I still love good company, but I've learned to love listening even more. And as I grew professionally, as a consultant, as a speaker, I understood that my words have value. I get paid to speak, so I choose my words wisely. In my early adulthood, I was a talker. If you grew up in the Caribbean like me, you know, we come from a culture of talkers. It always felt like the loudest person in the room was the smartest. But now, I know the truth. The smartest person in the room is usually the quiet one, the one listening, observing, taking notes. As I got older, I began to cherish the mistakes that taught me the most valuable lessons. And I learned to treasure my silence. Not everybody deserves access to your mind. Not everybody deserves to know what you're thinking. There is power in keeping certain things sacred and quiet. Silence can be loud. Silence can be healing. Silence can be transformational. Let's take a quick break. And when we return, I will share more about my silent Caesar. We'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. And if you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, please give it a like, a click, a subscribe, and follow so you can always be in the know for new inspiring content. If you want real growth, you must learn to embrace silence. If your life is always filled with noise and chaos, you will never have time to think. You will never refine your thoughts. Your vision appears in the dark. Your ideas bloom in stillness. When you retreat to silence, you finally hear your own voice. Some people call it isolation. I call it mandatory. If you're afraid to spend time alone with your thoughts, then you're afraid to face the issues standing between you and your next level. Your greatest asset is your mind. It is the womb of your thoughts, your creativity, your purpose, your transformation. Your mind needs silence. It needs stillness. It needs space to breathe. Have you ever noticed that the most powerful things in life, prayer, meditation, reflection, clarity, only happen in silence? Yeah. Silence sharpens you. It protects you. It reveals things you didn't want to see. It forces you to pay attention to the conversations around you and the intentions behind them. And hear me clearly. You do not have to respond to every dog that barks after you. Yeah. If you get distracted by every voice, every opinion, every piece of noise, you will slow down on your journey. A track athlete never announces his strategy. He runs the race in his mind first, He visualizes himself winning silently. And after he crosses the finish line, then he speaks. Yeah. Nobody celebrates you when you are laying the foundation. But once the house is almost complete, everyone becomes an admirer. They didn't see the digging, the design, the strategy, the discipline, because all of that happens in silence. Transformation happens when no one is watching. The first day you show up to the gym at 5 a.m., nobody sees that. But a year later, when you've lost 80 pounds, everybody sees that. Yeah. People celebrate results. Full stop. Trying does not require an announcement. You know, when I look back at certain moments in my life, I get upset with myself for talking too much, for sharing my dreams with people who were too afraid to chase their own. Angry at them. I'm disappointed in myself for seeking validation from people who could not understand my assignments. Today I understand this. The real work happens in silence. No announcement necessary. Need your approval to pursue my purpose. And you don't need permission to live yours. Sometimes, and listen to me carefully, sometimes the people closest to you are the ones who believe in your dreams the least. So stop over-explaining. Stop oversharing. Stop announcing every next move. Start practicing. Start planning. Start running your race in your mind. Because nobody can run that race for you. Let's pay some bills and we'll be right back.
This segment is brought to you by 124 Not Out Cricket Academy, based in Georgia and Florida, USA.
Welcome back, guys. It's your girl, Basia. Let me tell you something else. I stepped into my silent season when I realized that I don't owe anyone an explanation. Not for my dreams, my purpose, my growth, or my comeback. In my silent season, I hear God's voice clearly. In my silent season, I heal. I reflect. I reestablish my boundaries. I refine my strategies. And I forgive myself. Yeah. My silent season does not mean I don't enjoy the company of others. It simply means that I enjoy the company of my own thoughts, because that is where alignment happens. That is where vision happens. That is where transformation begins. Yes, my friends. So if you are in your silent season right now, embrace it. Honor it. Protect it. And most of all, grow through it. You've been watching and listening to Just Basia. Thank you for sharing this moment of silence and growth with me. Until next time, stay true, stay grounded, and remember, your silence is not empty. It is full of answers. And always remember, your location determines your value. So be careful where you place yourself and who you place yourself with. Cheers. I'm outside.